Welcome to The Explainer. So today we're going to look at a word you probably use all the time. But this word, it's special. It's actually part of this super exclusive club. Just 850 words, all handpicked for a pretty radical experiment to, change how the entire world communicates.
Okay, so the word we're zeroing in on is exchange. Seems simple enough, right? I mean, you can find it in any old dictionary, but trust me, its story is anything but ordinary.
And yeah, of course, we all get what exchange means. It's just a simple trade, right? You give something, you get something back. It's probably one of the very first ideas we learn as kids. But this is where things get interesting. This is where exchange really starts to show off how versatile it is. See, it's not just a one-trick pony. It actually plays two totally different, but related, roles in a sentence. And that's a big part of what makes it so powerful. So, on one hand, exchange can be an action, a verb, the doing of the trade. But it can also be the event itself, the noun, the thing that actually happened. That kind of flexibility, that's the sign of a really, truly essential word. Okay, so we've established that exchange is a super flexible and useful word. But its real importance? Well, that's hidden in a little detail, a clue that puts it in that very exclusive club I was talking about before. And you're probably thinking, okay, what's the big deal? Why are we spending all this time on just one word? Well, it's because exchange is our way in. It's the gateway to a much bigger, much more fascinating story about language itself. Here it is. This is the key clue. Exchange is on something called the Basic English 850 list. Now, this means it's not just any word. Oh no, it's a specially selected word, a core piece of a really radical experiment in communication. And that number? 850. That's the key to this whole thing. It represents this incredibly bold idea. What if you could boil down the entire English language to just its most essential parts? You could create a seriously powerful tool for people to communicate all over the world. So what is this 850 list anyway? Well, it's the foundation of a whole system called Basic English. Think of it like a mini language, built from just 850 words, and designed for everyone. Yeah. Basic English was created to be a really simplified version of the language, using that core vocabulary of only 850 words. And the goal was huge, really ambitious, to create a tool for international communication that was super easy to learn, but still powerful enough for everyday conversations. And our word, exchange, made the cut. It was seen as one of those absolutely essential building blocks.
So what's the takeaway here? What can we learn from this experiment in language that's, almost a century old? And why does this idea of a core vocabulary still matter so much today in our totally hyper-connected world?
Just think about that sentence for a second. It's perfectly clear, right? The meaning is totally complete. And it's built using nothing but simple, common words. It just goes to show you that powerful communication isn't about using big, fancy words. Nope. It's about choosing the right words. In the end, clarity is king. This whole idea of basic English really makes you stop and think about what's truly essential in our language. It's such a fascinating thought experiment. So, I'll leave you with this question. If you were limited to just 850 words, what would be the absolute most important thing you would need to say? And what does your answer say about what you value most?